Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. You've probably heard the rumors, and they're true. Dave & Buster's is coming to Panama City Beach, and I've got Tim Johnson here, the guy who's in charge of that whole thing going on down there.
Great
Tim,
to be here.
Welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome back, actually. You were on once before. We kind of introduced you, to the audience, but let's reintroduce you.
All right, sounds good.
So, where you from, and how come you're here?
How come I'm here? Well, I'm moving down here from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Still looking for a place to live. I've been with Dave & Buster's about 8-9 years. This is my second stint with them, and coming down here to open up a brand new store out of Pier Park.
How big's that store going to be?
42,000 square feet.
Holy mackerel.
Yep,
That's huge.
it's a big one.
That's bigger than my house.
So.
much bigger than my house. Now, I've had limited experience with Dave & Buster's, but it was a great experience, and it was I guess for lack of a better term, a little hurricane party we had a few years ago when we evacuated up to Atlanta, and probably not the smartest place to go because the storm followed us there. It was more of a rain event than anything else. But what do we do with the kids? We're stuck in this hotel, and somebody said, there's a Dave & Buster's downtown. So we're like, okay, let's go check it out. We had a blast.
Right.
Parents had a good time. Kids were running around having a great time. It was just a wonderful experience. Now, this new Dave & Buster's is going to be a little different than the one that I visited in Atlanta years ago, isn't it?
It's going to be a little different. It's the latest and greatest, state of the art. I mean, we still have the all the games in the arcades. We have the bar. We have a sports lounge, which is just going to be incredible. It's got 296-inch height, projection screen TVs with stadium-style seating going up, billiard tables, dining room. It's just going to be incredible. Main bar area. Yeah. I'm excited. It's the one I was up in Tulsa and then moving down to this one. I mean, this is the latest and greatest, so it's going to be.
Yeah. How's the one in Tulsa? Do they have all that stuff in it?
It's a little bit smaller. It was one of their smaller stores that they built about 7-8 years ago. So it does good. It does good in the Tulsa market.
So I guess the new addition to this thing is going to be that whole sports area where I guess the dads can hang out, or anybody, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, it's, we're entertainment, and we kind of, looked at, I wouldn't say redefine, but, we have the sports lounge. We're going to be doing live music out on the patio, probably do some bands later on after we get a little bit settled in, but it's going to be awesome.
So it's going to be everything under one roof.
Everything under one roof.
I remember from my Dave & Buster's experience, it was, nice restaurant, you could have a few drinks, and a lot of games.
Right.
Tons of games for the kids to play, and adults too.
Right, right.
But this is going to be so much more than that.
Yeah, it still has the same amount of games. We've just kind of looked at the different areas and just added some things to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too, by the way, because I'm kind of a big kid. I'm remarkably immature for a guy my age, so I'm dying to get in that place. We got to run off to a break right now in the local weather, but on the other side of that, maybe we can talk about the grand opening and what all is going to happen, and maybe we can give some stuff away.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Now you're watching Waking Up with Don. I'm speaking with Tim Johnson from Dave & Buster's, and now to your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm. westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm having my morning sip of coffee from Deja Brew Coffee, best coffee on the beach, with my friend Tim Johnson from Dave & Buster's. Tim, excuse me just a minute. God, that's good coffee. Anyway, see how I got that in there?
Yeah, good job.
Thanks. So tell me about Dave & Buster's. When's the grand opening? When can the public come flooding in there?
Well, the grand opening is going to be May 26th. Open up at 11 o'clock, ready to rock and roll. We have a couple things going on before then. Actually, today is going to be our last day of hiring for opening.
Okay.
We're almost at 300 employees that we've hired, so awesome people down here in Panama City Beach, just coming on in. Then we move in tomorrow. It's like 13 semis showing up, and then we take a few days and get the place cleaned up and organized and games hooked up and all that good stuff. And we're going to do a media day in the afternoon on Thursday the 22nd. Then VIP night is going to be that evening. We've partnered up with the local Boys and Girls Club, and we'll be donating some proceeds to them, which is awesome. And then Friday, some friends and family, kind of a soft opening, kind of. It's invite only, but not open to the public yet. And then that Monday we're going to be rocking and rolling.
But the 26th is the big day.
Yes, sir.
11 o'clock on the 26th.
Yes, sir.
You're going to throw the doors open and we can go in and finally see what's going on in there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. And now you got some stuff to give away. What do you got?
We got some VIP passes that we're going to be raffling off here on the show.
What are those going to do for us?
Well, they give it will allow 2 people to be able to go to the VIP event. Each passes allows 2 people to go to the VIP event on Thursday night.
Okay. So Thursday night.
They'll get the first peek at what Dave & Buster's is going to have to offer down here in Panama City.
Okay, and that's on the 22nd, right?
22nd.
Thursday the 22nd, VIP
Yes.
night. All you have to do is text Don28 to 24247, Don28 to 24247, and win those VIP passes for May the 22nd, Thursday, May the 22nd for that VIP night. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you'll be the first on your block to get inside Dave & Buster's, and you can, get all those bragging rights to the kids. Speaking of kids, now is your family down here with you yet, or have you settled in yet? Or I know you've been. I know, because you told me off camera that you've been kind of camping out in a hotel, doing all this work, and probably spent a lot of hours at work.
Yep. Family's still up in Tulsa. My wife and daughter. I've been married 25 years this year, so
congratulations.
kind of excited about that. Got a daughter who's 16, going to Union up there, and they'll be coming down probably end of June, early July. And then my oldest daughter's 21. She goes to University of Arkansas. She's
Awesome.
a junior up there, on track. Kind
Awesome.
of proud of
That's a great
Something
feeling.
I could never say back
It's a
in
great
the day,
feeling.
so.
Yeah, I know, Dad. It was a rough time for me, too. But welcome to Bay County, and we're really looking forward to Dave & Buster's and 300 new jobs you brought with you. That's just awesome stuff. And thanks for coming on the show, Tim.
You're welcome.
You are
Glad to be
welcome
here.
back anytime. And I hope you'll say the same to me, because I'm going to crash Dave &
Come on
Buster's
in.
VIP opening.
Come on in.
You're watching Waking Up with Don, and I'll be right back after your Max Biz tip from Zenobia.
Hi, Zenobia Andrews here, your business system strategist, and I am delighted to be inside the Max Out Studios bringing you your Max Biz tip for today. Listen, all week long we've been talking about building hiring systems, creating a hiring system that will result in you getting the results that you want and bringing in that ideal candidate to be a part of your team and your organization. And listen, what I want you to consider today is this. Number one, how are you going to call the references? How are you going to call those candidate references that you have coming in? You can go several different routes. You can call them by phone. You can send letter requests for information. But I really want you to start thinking about that step as well. And then number two, how are you going to submit application requests for background checks? For driving background checks, for credit, for criminal record background checks. This is super, super important. And there's several resources online that they'll do it for you. Consider that option as well. And then number three, I want you to consider how you will write your offer letter or the rejection letter. Yes, even the rejection letter, because this shows the candidate that regardless if you choose them or not, that your company appreciates their time that they came in to interview with you. Listen, I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am here to support you. If you're creating a hiring system or you want one for your company because you're not satisfied with the results that you're getting, I would love to help you get to that place where you need to be to create a very great and amazing hiring system. Listen, you can reach me at www.zenobiaandrews.com. And if you follow me on social media, hey, I'll follow you back. And let's continue to press towards the max.
Welcome back to the show. I have Pamela Elliott from Elliott Vocal Studios here in my studio to give us our tip of the week. What's going on out there? And I do say Elliott Vocal Studios, but you also have Elliott Talent Agency, right?
Yes.
So what's going on out there nowadays? What's happening?
Elliott Vocal Studios is going to have some summer camps, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the summer camps.
Summer camps for kids, adults?
It's going to be kids and teens.
Okay.
Kids and teens. June 16th through the 19th, we have from 9 to 2 is a kids camp in the ages 6 to 9, and it is $129. On June, sorry, I got a cheat sheet here.
No, so feel free.
23rd through the 26th from 9 to 2. We have our 10 to 12-year-olds and it's also the same price. July 6th through the 10th, this is for all you moms that have little ones. 9 to 12, we have a camp for 4 to 6-year-olds, and it's $99.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. We're really brave,
Yeah.
And then July 14th through the 17th, from 9 to 2, we're going to have a camp for our teens, 13 through 16, for $149, and that's going to include some being in the studio and getting introduced to all kinds of things. It's going to be really neat. You can go on Facebook, to the Elliott Vocal Studios Facebook, and you can see what those camps will entail. And registration online will be starting next week.
So we could just go to your website to learn more about these camps. And that sounds like a fun thing to do, because I remember when my boys were little, Karen would always try to find activities for the boys around town. And summertime is always a challenge for that. My older guy did the camp thing, and she would even take them to the local library and things like that, just to keep their time occupied in some way. And what's going to go on for, say, like the little ones? I mean, are you going to teach them how to sing? Or is there going to be music appreciation?
Oh,
or
yeah, we're going to do like we're going to do voice lessons. We're going to do stage presence. We're going to let them sing with the microphones. We're going to teach them, really give them some good foundation. And it's a great way to try out voice lessons. They're going to get introduced to an instrument, guitar or piano.
And it's a huge confidence builder, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So it's a good way to try and see if they really like it. And if they do, that might be a good thing for them to do, ongoing.
Yeah, so it doesn't even have to be music. I mean, just having stage presence alone is a plus for a youngster.
It sure is. And it's just going to be so much fun. We're going to have a great time. They just need to bring a sack lunch and a drink, and we'll keep them for you for a while.
Oh, that sounds like great fun. It's funny you should say that, because a friend of mine on Facebook had stumbled upon some old pictures of me in a high school play when I was a freshman in high school.
Wow.
And then we had this long thread of conversation about our teacher, our drama teacher, who was such a confidence builder. It was the first time any of us has ever gotten up in front of an audience like that and had to memorize lines and all that. And almost to a person, everybody who weighed in on those crazy pictures of me at, I don't know, I guess I was 15 or 16 years old, that said, what a great experience it was and what a confidence builder it was. And the performing arts gives that to people, don't you think?
Yes, it does. I mean, look where you are today. That's a stepping
stone.
Don't
use me as an example.
A stepping stone to, the experience that you experienced when you're a child is stepping stones to what you do when you're an adult.
Yeah, it served me well in my military career, just being able to have what we used to call a command presence, being able to communicate with people, have people pay attention to you. I mean, that's important.
Yes, it is.
No matter what walk of life you're in.
It surely is. Well, I'm very excited about these camps. This is going to be our first year to do camps, and we're going to have a great amount of fun for sure.
Now, who are the instructors going to be? Is it going to be you, or are you?
I'll be there. All of our teachers will be involved.
Okay, great. And they're pretty cool and hip and young. And
oh yeah.
Yeah. I've met a few of your teachers there, and they were all pretty fun, and they can relate to kids. And who can't relate to music, really?
That's so true. That's so true. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, well, that's cool. So at the end of it, that end product, right? After this, and how long is the camp going to be for?
The camps, it just depends on which camp it is. 9 to 2 is most of them, except for the little one.
And it goes on for a week or 2 weeks, or?
It's 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah, it's a 4-day camp.
Okay, so it's a 4-day camp, and those 4 days could be life-changing for some kids, don't you think?
It surely can.
Pamela Elliott, thanks so much for coming on the show and getting us smart on what's going on out there.
Well,
and you are welcome back anytime.
All right.
And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to the show. I have Tracy Jones, the Special Events Coordinator from the City of Lynn Haven, here in the studio, and she's going to tell us what's going on up in Lynn Haven nowadays. Welcome to the show, Tracy.
Thank you so much. It's a busy time of year for the City of Lynn Haven and Leisure Services. We have a lot of events coming up each Tuesday, of course.
Now let's back it up a minute.
Well,
love Lynn Haven. Great little town with a great history.
Yes.
And what a lot of people don't realize, it was founded by a Yankee.
I know,
and that's why you have all those streets that are named after states.
Why it's so wonderful.
Yeah.
And I'm from the north, so yay.
Oh boy, that makes you a bad Yankee, is what that does.
See, good Yankee. I work hard for the city. Doesn't matter where you're from. We have a lot of folks from everywhere. We have a lot of military folks. We're very patriotic, and it's a great community.
It was, the city was founded for Confederate and Union war veterans to come and settle, and it has the only statue of a Union soldier in the South.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. And every year we have a Memorial Day ceremony there. The beautiful ladies from the Lynn Haven Garden Club put that on. And then my favorite part is they treat leisure services to a lovely potluck meal. So I get to, you go outside, you sweat, you enjoy the ceremony
That's Florida.
At the statue, our monument park. They put on a great ceremony every single year.
But it's, although it was founded by Yankees, and I joke about it, it really is a charming southern town.
It is.
And it really has embraced the southern culture here.
It is. It's very family oriented. I mean, we have so many events, and it's never one, you don't wonder, ooh, is this appropriate to bring my kids to?
Yeah, everything's family friendly.
It is. It is.
That's why so many people live there.
Right.
And I know, just as a retired Air Force guy, when you get to Tyndall, people say, "Hey, where's the good neighborhoods?" Lynn Haven's always at the top of the list.
Right. Right. We have a humongous baseball program. That's another thing going on right now. If you're looking for stuff for your kids to do, we have our youth summer basketball registration right now through the month of May. That's out at the Lynn Haven Sports Complex. Beautiful complex, walking tracks, 7 ball fields, gymnasium. We're filled to capacity. We've got cards. We have senior bridge groups. We have karate. We have our gym is full most of the time, either youth and or adult leagues.
Wow.
It's a happening place. We have football practice out there. We have cheerleaders practicing, soccer. But the programs we run are actually the baseball programs. And our spring program has upwards of 700 plus kids. We are the largest league in the county. So we have a very successful program.
That's amazing stuff. We have to run off to a break, but on the other side of that, maybe you could tell me about some of the other stuff that's going on. I know you
Absolutely.
have that Miss Firecracker pageant and all the other really
Block
cool stuff.
party, July 4th, parade, you name it, we got it.
All right, we're going to run off to a break, and we're going to talk more about Lynn Haven. I'm getting excited already on the other side of these messages. Welcome back to the show. I'm yucking it up here with Tracy Jones from the city of Lynn Haven. You're the special events coordinator at Lynn Haven.
They call me special. Yes, they do.
Yes, you are. Well, we're special here on this show, too. And Lynn Haven's special. I love that town. It's got not only a lot of great stuff going on, they got great schools, it's a great family place and all that. 4th of July parade, huge in my book.
It is.
Fireworks display. Huge. I mean, why go out to the beach and battle that crowd? I mean,
unless you have spare money for your gas tank. That's the only reason I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, you got it all in Lynn Haven.
Right there. And a lot of our events are kicking off like right now. Summer's a great time in Lynn Haven. We have our farmers market each Tuesday, Sharon Sheffield Park. They actually have folks coming in a bit earlier, so our advertised time is 11 a.m. until dusk.
Okay.
On June 10th, I believe, is the second Tuesday in June. We're going to kick off our summer concert series. It's our 16th annual.
Is this going to be in Sheffield Park as well?
In Sharon Sheffield Park, 6:30 to 7:30 each Tuesday. We do skip one Tuesday around July 4th just because I'm one person and that's a lot of hours. So through August, it basically runs the summer vacation for the kids. Free concerts. I make sure I touch on as many genres as possible. It's well attended, it's family friendly. So we hope the folks will come on out on a Tuesday, have a bite to eat, get some fresh produce. We have more than half a dozen produce vendors along with arts and crafts, food, etc. there for folks to enjoy their time. We have our block party coming up. Now, we had one in 2011 for our centennial celebration, and folks have been screaming, crying, kicking, please have another. And finally, we said, yes, we will. So we're working with the Lynn Haven Historical Society, kind of co-working. Everybody's got their own little jobs. But May 31st on Florida Avenue, our little historic district, we're having a 2-block, shut it down, party time.
It's up by Roberts Hall there.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's 7th to 9th Streets. We're blocking it off. Live band, huge kids area.
And there's a lot of stuff that goes on at Roberts Hall as well. There's
there
concerts
is.
and things.
It's a busy group of people with a lovely location. So they have a lot of things going on. Of course, in conjunction with our July 4th celebration, I'm having Miss Firecracker pageant is coming up shortly.
I had to ask you about that because we talked about embracing the Southern culture, and what's more Southern than having a pageant?
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's not the crazy over-the-top glitz and glam, which I love.
No, this is the Southern gentility of
It is.
of a pageant,
It's
yeah.
great for girls to get up there and just show off, have fun. It's for like 2-3 months through age 23. Our oldest age group this year is required to write an essay, and they get a $200 scholarship check to the school that they are
So
attending.
it's not just about being pretty, it's about being confident and being smart too.
I have some very well-established folks in the pageant industry down here that know what they're doing. I can make the place pretty, our Lynn Haven community gym. So I make the venue pretty, but they really have the nuts and bolts. They've been in it a long time, so they've really helped me kick this pageant up several notches.
Well, I can't wait to see it all. We were so out of time, it's not funny, but thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And thanks for keeping Lynn Haven such a cool place to live and work.
We try. Have a great team.
We'll see you next time.